Good morning. You already know what it is. Today we're going to be talking about the three tips that can lower your blood sugars naturally. Now, this is for type 1, type 2 diabetics, but also anyone that's monitoring their blood sugars. So if you're already pre-diabetic or diabetic, like literally over 50% of America, this might be the best video for you. And make sure to send this to someone that maybe has a hard time controlling their blood sugars and maybe is looking to alternative methods to lowering their blood sugars without having to just inject insulin all the time. And today we're covering 3 methods that will lower your blood sugars naturally. If you stay to the end, there's an extra bonus one in there for you too. But without further ado, let's head to the gym where I'll tell you about tip number 1. Let's go. So one of the best ways that I found to lower my blood sugars personally is to do something cardio related. Now today we're doing the stair climbers, but you can do anything. The treadmill, the bicycle, the elliptical, any of those, even ab workouts will lower your blood sugar levels naturally. And if you're wondering how long to do it for, I don't really like to look at the time, more so how long is my heart rate up. That's the most important key element to doing this. And usually I like to be in the 160 to 180 range for my heart rate for around 3 to 4 minutes if you can. If you can't, maybe at least 1 to 2 minutes, and do it in intervals. So hopefully that helps out. Okay, but what's another really great way besides exercise to just lower blood sugar naturally? Now, I was gonna include vitamin D because technically it works, but it does take a little while to stimulate, AKA if you're outside for 15-20 minutes, it might not do anything for your blood sugars. But if you're outside 45 minutes, an hour, sometimes it can briefly raise your blood sugar, but then over long periods of time, lower it. So instead, trick number 2 is to actually do a fast. The reason being is because it gives your body a break to heal, and it is recommended to see the actual healing benefits for pancreatic beta cells, for your overall kidneys, liver, pancreas, all that is at least 24 hours. And if you want to increase the amount of stem cells that are naturally produced in the body, it is recommended to do at least a 48 to 72 hour fast. Now, of course, being type 1 or type 2 diabetic, it's gonna be really hard to do that without dropping low, right? So it is always recommended to do these fasts under doctor supervision and to monitor your blood sugar levels very, very closely. Not only that, but I would also monitor your ketones as well. So hopefully this one helps out. I've done a 72-hour fast in the past and even got off my insulin, my long-term acting Lantus, for over 24 hours by the end of it. Not only that, but after I got off my fast, I was even able to stay off Lantus, or at least lower my dose of Lantus, in half for over a week period. Now, of course, you gotta remember to do a carb refeeding or at least a huge calorie refeeding after you do this fast. Otherwise, you are gonna lose a decent amount of weight. And for some of you that have a certain physique, especially my type 1 diabetics that might already have a certain physique but wanna do the fast and lower your insulin intake, this is a must. So remember to calorie refeed, maybe do some carb refeeding if you feel a little bit sluggish or a little bit slow and you're used to eating some carbs. But make sure, if you do that carb refeeding, make sure to get the healthy carbs and not the pastas or the white bread or the grains. You want to get healthy carbs. So anyway, that is tip number 2. And next, on to tip number 3. Let's go. Third tip for lowering your blood sugars is gonna be what's called deep breathing. Super simple, and it sounds nonchalant because it's like, well, dude, I breathe all the time, right? But this type of exercise is gonna use your lungs at 100 or close to 100% capacity. And what I recommend is doing this as a meditation or daily practice. What you wanna do is find a comfortable position. You can sit, you can lay, and a lot of people, what they do is they will put their hand on there, right above the stomach, where your diaphragm is, right? And one on the heart, or at least on your chest. If you wanna sit back, relax, and what you can do to really feel where you wanna be breathing from is to do like a little cough, like, and you'll feel your diaphragm move. And then close your eyes, or leave them open, but find a nice slow and rhythmic flow of breaths in and out. And do that for a few minutes. Now this might take a few tries to get the method down, but even though I told you guys in the beginning, it's only gonna be 3 tips, I'll also give you another one at the end for making it all the way through this video. And this one is a supplement. I really think that you guys should try this. And if you like this breathing technique, you can also expand it where you breathe even lower, and you can put your hands like right where your hips would meet in the middle. You want to feel the breath all the way down here. So if you have a hard time or you're already nailing this, this is kind of like level 2, but level 2 might help you with level 1. if you put enough focus on it. So if you have a hard time breathing through here, you can try to take it down here and it might help you to at least get here. So that's a great way to lower your blood sugars, but you do have to do it as a regular practice. And the best rule of thumb is if you can tie this in with getting some natural sunlight. So those are the 3 tips that I have for you guys today, but I will leave you with one more. I'm gonna go back inside and show you guys a product that I like to use, and it works best with high carb loads. So if you're like, oh, I'm at a family event and it's a birthday and I'm gonna have a little bit of cake, or maybe I'm gonna have some pizza or whatever they're having, this might be that tool alongside with these that will help you maintain your blood sugar levels a lot better, especially on those big carb days. Let me show you that, and if you're getting value from this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. But let's go inside and show you guys what supplement I'm talking about. Now, this last supplement that I'm talking about is Tylenol. No, I'm just kidding. I'm talking about a supplement called Gymnema. And like I said, you wanna take this with an actual meal, and it says on the bottle to take 1 capsule twice daily before meals. Personally, I actually take 2 of these per meal, but normally I don't eat 2 high carb meals per day. In fact, I usually avoid carbs and maybe have a high carb meal maybe once every 3 or 4 days. This is like my secret trick to lowering blood sugars really, really quickly, but it's not as effective as obviously insulin, but it is a very natural helping hand to insulin. And so it's not necessarily a replacement, but it's just kind of like that helping hand for when you eat a super high calorie and carb meal. Now I'm gonna do a whole video on this, so if you wanna see how it impacts my blood sugars based off of, maybe eating like a cheeseburger with and without, or maybe pizza with or without, or maybe spaghetti with or without, I'm gonna do a video on this product. And if you wanna see that, make sure to subscribe. And also, I'll put a link down in the description for you guys if you want to check this product out. And I'm not sure if you can see this, but it's literally called the Blood Sugar Destroyer. Like, why wouldn't you take this as a type 1 or type 2 diabetic, right? I just wanna share that with you guys as an extra bonus tip for those of you who watch this video all the way through. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you wanna see me review any other products or maybe give you more tips, make sure to leave them down in the comment section below. And I look forward to having you guys as part of the journey. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.